So wait, in your eyes, there's nothing wrong with a $90 door mount? How is it? What the hell is going on? Give me a second here. Model's freaking. All right, we're going into another match. All right, we have Beasts of Chaos in the southwest corner in the green. Or no, this is yellow. Is it yellow or is it green? On the map, it's yellow. In person, it's... We'll say it's yellow. Yeah, we'll go with yellow. And in the northeast, in the green, we have Nightmare playing the vampires. It'll be interesting to see what direction we go with the nightmares. If we go, there's a lot of the Von Karstein dragons that you can go with later on are very strong. There's like the Necrotets tier 3 that are very strong. There's a really good variety of tier 3 scary units for them to elect to build into. And over on the Beast of Chaos side, I don't believe he's specialized yet. Because there should be a little fireball on the ground when he specializes. Oh, there it is. The Korchatov bloodline gets him access to the Korchatov vampires and dire wolves. So he's going to be going for the Korchatov vampires, which are a very strong unit that are much stronger during the nighttime than they are at day. We still have not seen the specialization out of Zelenichai. There it is. And there it goes, and I already missed it. Okay, it is... Yeah, he went Shaman spec. Yeah, he went with the Bray Shaman spec, which is pretty typical from Beasts of Chaos. Very often you'll see that build. Going with the Beast Lord first as well is pretty cool. The Beast Lord is kind of reminiscent of like the Paladin. It has a big nuke heal, as in like it has a big single target heal that it can use. Later on it gets auras as well. Very interesting creeping we have going on over here. Nightmare is elected to go with the Master Necromancer first, which is good. You love to see it. Are we working again? Yeah, we're working again. Okay, good. Already, Zelenichai is in Nightmare's face. Ran straight to his base and he's getting some harassment in here. Probably just keeping tabs on him, you know, getting a little scouting in. 3 Dispel Scrolls. Interesting. Dispel Scrolls are very fucking strong. Very, very strong. It is surprising, though. I would buy so many. I have not seen Zellenshai play yet. Oof. And that kill on that summon there actually gave the Beast Lord enough experience to hit level 2. I wonder if you can heal the Necromancer as a nuke. Does the Necromancer count as a undead? Okay. He instantly went back to full health as soon as he stepped on the creep here.
A player's forces are under attack.
The older mount was worth 40 million gold. I'm just gonna say that by buying $100 mount, you're part of the problem. You're incentivizing them to again release $100 mounts. Yes, it's a good mount. Of course it's a good mount. It's $100 and they want to make money. But I think that that's crazy that it has seen as much support as it has.
Player's forces are under attack.
We do have a natural expansion out of Zellenshai here in the south. Probably feeling pretty free to expand and creep and kind of do whatever he wants here. As Nightmare has not really made it across. He hasn't. I don't believe he's adventured past the north end of the map here yet. He's had very minimal map presence. Alright, we got Zella is heading into combat here with 2 heroes. Getting a very strong shockwave out there. Yeah, Nightmare is just outmatched here. 2 heroes and a shaman against just the 1 hero. Especially since... Oh, actually, Zelly's burned through all of his Dispel Scrolls already. It's also that on the patch that they dropped that $100 amount, it is one of the worst patches of all time. They released a unfinished raid. They released unfinished content. They gutted other content. They like... It is like one of the most worst received patches of all time. And on the back of... like it's like they snuck it in because they knew people would be pissed off about the mount. They stuck in all this other bullshit and unfinished content.
Player's forces are under attack.
Both players have a good amount of bank built up here, sitting at over 1,000 gold. Zell is about halfway through 3 with his second hero just having hit 2. See what's going on back on the home front. The first Korchatov vampire is about to hit the board. So as I was saying, these guys are extremely strong at night.
Are under attack.
They have the abilities Nightmare, Angst, Haunt Dreams, and Paralyzing Terror, and they can take Shadow Wolf form. They're only allowed to have 4 of these on the board at a time. And he's actually producing them 2 at a time right now. We actually have a big size push coming out of Zelly. He knows like the time is now. If you need to see if he's going to get damage, and now is the opportunity. He's got the advantage. There are no tier 3 units on the board yet. Okay. There's a town portal shift of the units over to the right here. There are 2 Korchatov vampires on the board that are running around doing a lot of damage. The one vampire getting polymorphed on the left. His units got put to sleep. He immediately Dispel scrolled the sleep off them, though. That was very well played. The Hunter is taking way too much. Yeah, the Beast Lord's got to teleport out. He's taking way too much damage. He got walled in here. And the Korchatov Vampire is just doing way too much damage. So he's got 3 of the 4 he's allowed on the board right now. Wait. 2 of the 4. No, that's 3 of the 4. He's got the 4th one in production. I'm wondering if he's waiting until nighttime to push, because it is almost nighttime. Okay.
A player's forces
Yeah.
are under attack.
Alright, so Zelly's pushing out into this ogre camp right here. He's just creeping. He's going to clear out the item shop. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised Nightmare's not pushing. He should definitely be pushing right now. You know, Zelly's actually got the 90 uncapped resources available to him. Looks like he's going to start, yeah, he's going to start pushing the supply up right now. Maybe it has...
A player's forces
As
are
we-
under attack.
The Bestial Roar coming out of, Primal Fury coming out of Zelly's units here. This is a massive exchange. The Korchatov Vampires up front taking the bulk of the damage. They do have hero type armor though. It takes a lot of damage to bring them down. It does look like that. Yeah, Zelenachai's army is holding the line here. With Nightmare losing his second hero. The addition of the Doom Bull on Zelly's side, there's a massive swing of momentum here that he needed. There are still 2 Korchatov Vampires on the board though that are just they're pumping out damage. A very decisive dispel scroll, but another Corchstop vampire going down. Does he get the wall? Does he get the surround here? He's so close to having a surround. There it is. He body blocked well enough. He was like almost. He didn't even. Yeah, he managed to kill off the last Corchstop vampire. I think there's one more left. Yeah, here he is. He ran out of the fight very low health. Zell and Chai hold the line here. It was a very both sides traded out the majority of their army, but Zelly walked away certainly with the advantage of supply left in his favor. As well, he's just been mining for free this whole time. We haven't forgotten about the fact that yeah, he's had this tier 2 or this natural expansion for the majority of the game. So he's trying to reproduce his Corchstop vampires. Baron Muzul retaking the board, the Dread Knight. Nightmare has the hero units, but he's certainly far behind on experience. Having 2 level 1 heroes opposed to the level 4 and 3 or 4 and 2 alternate heroes on the other side here. All right, all 3 of the 3 Corchstop vampires are on the board for this fight. Zelenchai did push in with a wave of mutated beasts from his supply bases back home. And we have Geheimnishtag coming up. The following night will be Geheimnishtag. Geheimnisnacht? Whatever. I don't... Geheimnisnacht. Sure. And Zelenchai is pushing in here. The Corchstop vampires tanking a massive amount of damage. Yeah, he put them into Shadow Wolf form as he's defending here. So in Shadow Wolf form, it looks like they do more damage. I believe that they can only do this while it's nighttime. Yeah, they do a bit more damage while they're in Shadow Wolf form.
A player's force is under attack.
I need to remember to ask about Geheimnisnacht and what that actually means. It's something night, I'm assuming. Zelenchai is getting up to the critical mass that Beasts of Chaos gets up to. And once Beasts has a good sized army, it's one of the strongest late game armies in the game. Not sure if this is Beasts of Chaos or Night Elves. We've definitely got a bunch of bear form. Got a bunch of bunch of bear form druids on the making up the main part of the army here. I'm awake. I'm awake. I think that might be one of the things that's just it's kind of missing to give more like life into the characters. It gets to get some voice acting or voice lines made for some of the new units. I think that'd be kind of cool. Alright, Zelenchai is pushing into Nightmare's base here. And Nightmare's coming in from the south end of the base. He's trying to defend. He's already lost a lot of structures, though. Geheimnisnacht is upon us again. We have nighttime. And he immediately teleported out after leveling half the base, but he did teleport out. I noticed that Nightmare, once again, he's down to 2,000 minerals in his gold mine here. And he doesn't have enough money to make another town hall. It looks like he's going to go for one last push here. I don't think there's anything else really he can do. He set himself up kind of for failure here by not posturing towards a natural expansion to be able to give him an out when, you know, for money. And it's been pretty free, honestly. Been surprised that Nightmare didn't go for a natural here, and then finally he is pushing in with the main body of Zelenchai's forces meeting him down here, and I can't see. Yeah, this should be a very decisive. It's almost a double army advantage on Zelly's side here. The Korchdov vampires are very strong, especially during the Heimlichnacht. You see, they're getting an extra. This horrible night increases their armor and their damage, so that's what that is. It just buffs their damage and their armor, which is noticeable, as seeing as they've held the line against double supply for this long. They're very, very bulky, high damage units. That plus 28 and plus 9. The Doom Bull goes down, so two heroes from Nightmare's side and one of Zelenchai's heroes. We're down to one low health. No, actually two low health vampires, Korchdov vampires. One of them a single hit away from dying, just about. And apparently Zelenchai decided to creep this camp right now. Okay. Another one of Nightmare's heroes goes down there, just taking a good amount of damage. He has one of the Korchdov vampires in Shadow Wolf form here, putting in a bunch of damage. This is all that's left for Nightmare now, and he's on the run. This is pretty decided, right? Like this is a good game here. Now this is a spot where I would have understood if Nightmare GG'd out. All right, I would have totally supported this spot. This spot, he is fucked. Like he actually is fucked right now. Zelly would have to very much yeet this game, make a lot of poor decisions to lose the advantage he's built up. I love just a wall of pig pens he's got here. Well, Nightmare returned to base. He did get a town hall going. He's got the gold income coming in again. He's got some zombie peons headed out over this way. He's probably posturing to yeah. Zelly's gonna expand to Nightmare's natural. This is a dick flex. I'm sorry. This is Zelly just threw his dick on the table. Like that's what this is. You can't. There's no other way to look at this. Like, you don't go for their natural unless you just have a massive advantage.
A town is under
Zelly's pushing into Nightmare's base here. Okay, yep. Nightmare just tipped. That's kind of what I figured. I'm surprised Zelly plays a lot higher than Adept League. I'm gonna say that right away. I'm very surprised that Zelenishai is in this league. He plays
a town.
much better than I think. But another good game. Zelenishai taking a W here. Very, very strong usage of the Beasts of Chaos. We've known that they're a very strong race. They've been very competitive, basically across, like, as long as the game's been out. Like, they've just always been a very good race. They have a strong early game. Their main structure is built to like ward off the early game harassment. The main structure that they get, it does a ton of damage at the early game. You can't really be too aggressive against them in the early game, or your stuff will just get picked off by their town hall. Effectively, it's called their totem. Damn well played by Beasts of Chaos. Yeah. I was just talking about that. I think Zelenichai is probably sandbagging a little bit here. I don't think he should be in this league. He seems like a lot better, like a very good player, actually. There's a lot of things that he was doing very clean. And you thought, I think it's funny that you thought you had that. You know, he had a natural up for like, he almost fast natural expanded and had the natural up the entire game. But yeah, the Court Stop Vampires, very cool units. All right, so we're in the lobby for another game here. It looks like we got a 2-minute break. I think Nightmare's taking a very quick break. I apologize, I can't show you guys the lobby. I really don't know why. War 3 Champs just does not want to source in on OBS. It's the match. It's I think there's just two. It's doing two different things at the same time. Curious. I think we could play. They're talking about playing a couple of free-for-alls at the end. Hmm. Alright, we're just waiting. I think Nightmare is briefly AFK, which is all good. Yeah, the court style vampires are that's been like the main way I've seen people play vampires since the Von Karsteins were nerfed. And they have the Von Karstein, it's still a very strong unit, very good unit, but it used to be a lot stronger. Drink water? Okay. Yeah, I got you. How you doing tonight, Austin? Today? I usually stream at night, so I usually say yeah, we could drink some water. I think I got a little. Actually, I have bottles of water on the desk today. Fucking pumping. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. I would assume we're gonna see a Lizardman pick at a Nightmare. I'm curious what we will see out of Zelly. Okay, so he's demanding that Zelly switch. And we have Dark Elves versus Wood Elves. An Elven showdown. Very cool. Alright, so we'll see how this goes. The Dark Elves have one of the more interesting resource gathering setups here, where they have their slave labor force, and then they have the slave masters that keep them. Okay, let's see. We got the specializations coming out. You'd love to see it. Let's see what we get going on here. Yeah, so the enemies, so the slave masters give them a slave master aura, and while they have the slave master aura, they cannot be freed by enemy combat units. So you can actually free their slaves if they don't have an active slave master. Now the Wood Elves rely on their workers to get gold, but they do rely on their spirits to get wood. And it looks like he is going Path of Wrath and Vengeance, which gives him access to the Dark Mage. And we have the Path of Scourge and Claw on the other side, which gives him access to the Beastmaster, the Hydra, and the Black Dragon. He's getting a lot of Dark Spears or Dread Spears out, which is a very strong core unit to the Dark Elf army. And he's researching slave vitality. Through slightly better nutrition, it minorly decreases the health degeneration rate of slaves, which if you notice, they're degenerating over time. It gets much worse if the enemy player comes in and kills off the slave masters, which is giving them a regeneration aura right now. Alright, Zelly's heading across the board with the Waystalker, as well as the Summoned Archer. It's getting met by a squad of Dread Spears here, pushed back. The Death Hag on the other side. Death Hag, a very strong early game unit. Able to do a lot of damage to enemy heroes with their ability. It puts up like a damage over time effect onto them. It'll be the little spirit thingy that giggles. There it is. He's taking a lot of damage on his hero here, though. Down to 288 health. He's actually just gonna sit here and trade with the Waystalker face to face, which is not the fight the Waystalker wants. The death tag is actually getting really low here, down to 233 health, and getting chased down by these archers. And he dies. He actually let his hero die there. I did not expect that. He had a town portal in his bag. Yeah, he could have portaled there. He does instantly revive though. He's back on the board. Zelly's running in to try and pick off a slave master or two here. Probably very confused to see the Dark Elf hero alive again. He's baiting out the town portal. However, if you notice, there's no aura on a lot of these guys because there's only one slave master right now. There we go. He's trying to get back in here. If you notice how much damage his slaves took, just for being outside of aura for a brief period of time. And he just lost his hero again to a creep pack. Zoic Scoob. That obviously was not intentional. It happens from time to time. I think he was busy panicking about his slaves being super low health, and he wasn't watching his hero there. The Dark Elf hero is back on the board again. And Zelly's headed across with his level 2 Waystalker now. It's almost level 3. 420 out of 500. He stopped at the shop. He picked up the Boots of Teleportation. A very good item. It's going to give him more teleports, more movement speed, which he really, really needs to be able to outspeed the hag. Did he just... Oh, did he just get beat up by that creep pack again? Alright, man, stop getting beat up by these creep packs. What are you doing? What are you doing getting beat up by a creep pack? Come on now. that creep pack is relentless. Nightmare is 0-2 against the natural expansion creep pack here. Zero is very low again. Damn, alright, and he's tapping out right here. That's pretty understandable. He had a massive disadvantage. He lost his hero multiple times. He was down 30 supply. It just... everything was kind of going wrong. But another fucking well-played match to Zelly. A very good player. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot more of Zelenishai here soon. Yeah, baby? I think we're about done here. Let me see, but I think we are done here. If we're done here, then yeah, baby, we're gonna go out. We're gonna, yeah, we'll have some. You have some. Yeah, a hot dog. Oh my gosh, a hot dog. All right, yeah, fun. Yeah, all right. You no EXP Bradell is brutal. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Dark Elves naturally mine slower than the other races? Is that true? Because your gold income sucked ass. Like you were just naturally behind there. That and then yeah, like I don't know. That could have it is way slower. I thought so. You could kind of tell because yeah, just 1-to-1 you had less income. I would look at fixing that. That doesn't feel right. Because like the Dark Elves already have a like huge liability with how their resources work, right? But I like I don't know. I get it. I understand like the theme that you're going for with their resource collection, but it's I think we overdid it a little bit with them. What was allowing you to instantly respawn your hero there? That was one thing I don't know that. You insta-killed 2 slaves per level to instantly revive? That is hilarious. I love that. Yeah, that Zelenshy folk, that guy seems really good. I don't think he's gonna be Adept League very long at all. In fact, I don't even think he should be Adept League. He's very good. You can tell he's got a lot of like Warcraft 3 game sense. But still very well played. Still his M5s, he's semi-pro. That